Alright, 6F35, got the start stop function. I went ahead and did these because I wasn't sure how long it was going to take. They recommend that you heat these bolts up, and they are pretty stiff coming out. So there are 30 torques, there's 3 of them. There's a gasket down here, and here's a little filter in there. There's supposed to be a little tube that goes in here. And it kind of come down and to the right. Alright, it's an 8mm on the speed sensor, 8mm on the bottom 3 pan bolts, 13mm on the rest of those, 13mm on the front of the case. See if the rest of this looks like a regular 6F35. Undo your speed sensor, neutral switch, 10mm nut here, $8mm on the detent, 30 torques on the valve body. I'm gonna get off of there. Here we go. We'll go through the valve body and see if anything's different. Our separator plate. You got 2 seals normally stick to here. Go up into there. 30 torques on the speed sensor. And to split the case, you're going to want to get right here to keep from breaking it. Get this out of the way. 30 torques on the pump. Sure wish I'd get a good fitting. Sick of this air leak. Alright, 10 millimeters on here. Seems to be on much tighter than the other ones. Okay, should come on off of there now. Been running into a ton of these that are just so worn out that you have to replace the whole pump. Yeah, this one's pretty worn out too. Oh yeah, this pump's done. Usually these valves are worn out too. And once this happens, it's just, there's no point in messing with it. Bearing, diff looks to be the same. Our oil slinger. Gonna be that way, are we? And a little bit more difficult than usual. The chain, you got a bearing that goes in here, this washer, this bearing here. Most of these, and this one's really bad, this bearing gets to walking around in here and rubs this case down. Sonax makes a repair kit for that you can put in there. 8 millimeters on our chain guide, oil slinger. Usually these bushings are pretty worn. I put a bushing kit in all of them. Bearing here. Make sure sun shell's okay. Where the clutches go is not eat up. No pits. And snap ring opening needs to be over here. If you put it anywhere else, you run the risk of breaking this case. If you only break a lug or two, you can still use the case. It just depends on where it's broke and how bad it's broke. Make sure the cushion plate's not broken. Your steels look okay. Pull our center support out. We need to go fairly straight. Been running into just a crap load of these that are broken. Damn near every one, it's seeming like here lately. And when you order this from Transtar or WIT, they're going to want to send you the different design. You got the part number for this style. I don't know that you can swap them out, but they are different. Make sure planet's okay. Seems to be. Got two bearings in here. This one and this one. And planet here. These seem to have a bunch play back and forth, but every one I've seen has been like that. Sun gear is okay. Two bearings here. Another planet. Bearing down inside. Make sure our cushion plate's okay. Steels look alright. Pressure plate looks okay. Go ahead and mark our sprag. You know, it's fairly easy to figure out which way it goes. Look at the back side here, make sure there's no heat cracks in it. Make sure your sprag is turning freely and locking the other direction. Alright. Steels look okay. Sun shell looks okay. Sure, our cushion plate's alright. Looks good. Bearing on the back here. Pull up our apply plate. And get out our bell plate and our piston. Opening is over at the 3 o'clock position. Make sure bell plate's not broken. And our piston. can pull this out of the case if you want to check the ring lands to make sure that they're not worn too much. The case is empty. Alright, let's see if we can find the opening to our snap ring. This thing's got just a ton of oil in it. It makes it hard to find your snap ring opening. Alright. There's our snap ring. Put that somewhere where it won't get lost. Our shaft comes out. Looks alright. Got a bearing. And our hub. Hub looks okay. Bearing here. Pull our clutches out. Alright, everything looks okay. I gotta go over to the foot press now. I'm gonna press this down. We're gonna press it down just enough to get the snap ring out. We don't want to break this tab off right here. Okay, got our two snap rings. Got our balance piston. It's hard as a rock. So our other pistons are going to be just as bad. Ply plate, or not a ply plate, the piston retainer, or piston, return spring. Now we can come on to the front here. Get you a scribe. Find the end of the snap ring. Collapse it in. There we go. Snap ring. Always, always, always replace this cushion plate, even if it's not broke. That's what breaks. When it breaks, it comes out and it'll wipe the whole thing out. Alright, to get this piston out, easiest way is to stick that back in the case. And shoot air. Oops, wrong one. Shoot air to it. Piston. I have run into some of these where this little ledge right here is broken out. This one looks okay. Alright, we'll get this written up and we'll be back. Alright, this one was slips and jerks after it warms up. So we're going to do an LS kit with pistons, filter, bushing kit, pump, zip kit, 3.5 reverse cushion plate, the Sonex bearing to fix the case. This is 144281-01K. The Belleville spring that we need from Ford is BL8Z-7B070B. And my torque converter code is a D. So I'll get this sold and I'll go through the valve body and see if anything looks different inside there. I don't think it's going to because everything else looked about the same. So we'll catch you on the rebuild.